Yo, it's the kid, man. It's the kid. 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 It's the kid, man. I know this is late. Should I have ordered from these guys or not? When do these guys close? Shit. 11:30. Yeah, man. It's the kid. So look, man. Open field Q&A. Ask your boy anything. Got a bit of a Copperberg in here. Red Bull in here. Bada bing, bada smack. So yeah, so obviously, look, man. I mean, the biggest match this weekend, really, is Atletico against Barca, and as big as that match is, Atletico ain't doing nothing, man. Atletico ain't doing nothing, man. Bro, look, this should be early for you guys, man. I know it's late, but it is what it is, man. I know it's late, but it is what it is. Um, I don't know. No, look, I know it's late, but look, it's Friday, guys. Look, it's Friday. So even if you're in the UK, what? It's only like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. is look at the night is early. The night is early, man. What the heck? The night is early. So like, look, this is an open Q&A. Open Q&A. Like we can discuss about Let's Go Barca. The open hangout is going to happen on Saturday. So Saturday, 11 GMT, open hangout, open for anyone on Twitter. I'll put out the link. Click on the link. Sunday, that is the regular hangout with all the regulars. But I think Jujuman is trying to be graduate. So Jujuman is going to be graduating in I think the next 1 week or 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks, he should be back, man. Um, Josh, man, that's what I like to hear, man. Keep doing it, man. So HH, where do you stand on Benzema and the French national team right now? For me, I feel that let's bygones be bygones. Um, I think Deschamps is being very childish. I think for Deschamps, he just wants to stand his ground. And I just think that, surely, because remember, I watched the Benzema documentary where he just explained about how ridiculous the whole thing is. And my thing is this with Deschamps. So, Didier, if Benzema apologizes, says sorry, and says, "Okay, look, man, let's move on," are you still going to hold it against him? And I think everyone has said that this is just Deschamps being Deschamps, but I believe that there is no chance Benzema plays under Deschamps because the moment that France won that World Cup, Deschamps had that thing in his pocket of like, bro, we won it without him. We won it without him. So as long as Deschamps is manager, he is not going to have Benzema in there. And I think it's unfortunate, and I think we have been robbed of seeing a Benzema, Mbappe, Griezmann frontline because that's for me. I think that would have been an amazing frontline. Benzema, Mbappe, and Griezmann, amazing frontline. We now have to settle for flipping Giroud. So that's unfortunate. Who might Barca sign in the winter transfer window? Um, that's I I I don't think they will. I'm not sure they'll sign anybody. Because what they need is really a summer transfer window. Because it says that is there any kind of extra additional player that they need? So I don't think they'll sign anybody. Although, as I say that, if the US is going to be out for 7 to 8 weeks and so forth, maybe they may get someone similar to an US who can come in. And I'm not sure who that could. I mean, if I'm hearing that Seven Clubs wants this whole Kai Havertz guys, are they going to put in a bid for a Kai Havertz? I'm not sure. So, but I don't think I see them buying anybody in the winter. I don't think so. I think that they'll just chill. All right, let me hit this super chat. Super chat. Thank you very much, Silver Spring, for your super chat. Mr. Silver Spring. Thank you, bro. So Silver Spring says Barca released a documentary and they showed the halftime of the Liverpool 4-0 loss. Jordi Alba was crying during halftime. Is the Champions League all mentality? You see, I haven't actually seen that, but I saw people posting it on Twitter, and I think that why would you even release that documentary? Because how's that supposed to help anyone? So I mean, that's weird for me. Look, my thing is this: is that because I did like a Patreon vid, a tactical snack Patreon vid that's focused on the 2011 team and what Barca had before. It's not really a mental thing. It's much more of a football thing. Even if obviously I mean, mentality is paramount. Winning mentality is paramount, and I think that is what made Real Madrid win those three seals in a row. Like, yes, they were good. They had a profound belief in their abilities. So don't get it twisted. Talent alone doesn't win you any trophy. You need a profound, huge self belief in yourself and what you can do. But I think with Barcelona, it's beyond just a mentality thing. I think they're just not good enough. Busquets is too old. PK is too old. Longley is a defender from the road. Jordi Alba isn't as good as it was back in 2012, 2013, 2014. The Cannibal is on the decline. Coutinho was a trash signing. Like, as I said again, if Neymar was in the team, Barcelona score at least one goal at Anfield, guaranteed. Neymar on that team, they score at least one goal. A younger Jessica Alba, he does a lot better. So it is just, I mean, like, 100%. Let me just be clear here. Barcelona are not winning a Champions League until they get another superstar player. Griezmann is not a superstar player. He's a really good player. He's not a superstar player. Look, the proof is in the pudding. You look at the times they won the flipping seals, they had a top class, high tier front line. They don't have a high class front line. If you're to rank Griezmann, Cannibal, and Messi, are you going to put them amongst the best trio in the world? I don't think so. Yeah, apparently Sancho is the same. Well, Dortmund say apparently Sancho is staying. No, Dortmund, see, Dortmund, they know. Don't play with fire. Because Dortmund, if you let Sancho go, you're screwed. They know. If you let Sancho go, you guys are flipping screwed. Havertz, yeah, Kai Havertz, he's overrated. He is. He is. Mardik Bidanian, thank you for the $2 super chat, bro. So who should Arsenal hire now that Emery is gone? I was hearing about Marcelino, which would be stupid. But someone said that's a fake story, but Marcelino, that would be stupid. For me, I'll say it again, Rafa Benitez. This is my arguments for Rafa Benitez. Experience in the Premier League. He is very different philosophically from Emery and Wenger. I believe he's a superior manager to both Wenger and Emery. And Arsenal need to go in a completely different direction. I think Emery was very similar to Wenger. Different, but they were similar. I think Rafa Benitez is grossly different from Wenger and Emery. Similar to what Juventus have done with bringing in Sarri, who is very different from Allegri and Conte. Arsenal just need to go in a different direction. And I always say this, if you've got a great finisher in your team, get a pragmatic manager. That's what you need. So Aubameyang just has to focus on just scoring goals, because if you get a pragmatic manager like a tactician, he will make your defense strong, make it hard to break down, and he will develop a plan to get the striker as many chances as possible. So I think Benitez comes in, he will organize the team, give them better tactical discipline, make them manage matches a lot better, and I think it would actually be somewhat of. I think it would be very beneficial for Arsenal. Arsenal need a quality manager. Wenger became worse as a manager. You see, Wenger was never a great manager. Let's keep it real. Wenger was a superb coach, but a superb coach who became out of time, and time surpassed him. As we see now, Emery is a trash roadside manager and a so-so coach. They need a manager. Skriniar is garbage. Says who? Have you seen him play? How would you fix the Dortmund problem? Any signing soon? I think Dortmund need a top. First thing, Dortmund need a top defender. Hummels is trash. Hummels is currently a Class B break, and I think the whole notion of bringing in Hummels and Hummels coming in to sort of like elevate and help the team, that has just sort of fell in their face. So get a top defender. I think Alcacer is all right. I think Alcacer, for what the job he does, is all right. I think a top defender, a top DM, and a better manager. A just a better manager, because Lucien Favre is trash. Dude is trash. Complete crap. Josh Byrne, thank you to my mod and Patreon member, Mr. Josh Byrne, who says, why are English managers so trash? I just think it's just one of those things. I just don't think the English have make great managers, because I think like, Scottish people have amazing managers. The best managers actually come from Germany and then maybe Italy. And I just think, it's just one of those things. I think Eddie Howe is good. I think Eddie Howe can develop to be a really good manager. Lampard, I'm not sure. Lampard is very hard to know. I don't rate Southgate all that highly. But yeah, I just think that for English guys, they just don't have it in them to be great managers. I mean, look at that dude Neville, who was trash for Valencia. Um, how well do you think the Netherlands will do in the Euros? Semis max. Semis max. I don't think they're good enough to get into the final. I think if they do make the semis, I don't see them beating Belgium. I don't see them beating France. Um, Now that's now. If they face England, I'm not sure that England will meet the semis, but I think if they face England, I think they can beat England. I think they can beat Italy. I think they can beat Germany. So yeah, but I just think that they're going to face a heavy hitter. But I say semis max, but I think it depends who they face. Like I don't think they beat either France or Belgium. If they avoid either France or Belgium in the semis, I think they have a good chance of making the final. But I don't put them as one of the favorites. Maybe outsiders, but favorites. No, I think they have to look forward to the World Cup. Um, Italy have the best managers. As of right now, you look at Klopp, you look at Nagelsmann, you look at Daniel Fark. This Hansi Flick looks pretty good. As of right now, today, see Germany have the best managers as of right now. Um, Now, if you want to not talk overall, okay, maybe Italy, because you look at Lippi, Ancelotti, Antonio Conte, and everything. Maybe overall, you probably say Italy. And I think Dino Zoff was all right. But as of right now, I think Germany have probably the best crop of managers as of right now. Um, is Oh, actually, no, that's interesting. Actually, do you think Nuno would be good for Arsenal? Um, Nuno's not a bad shout, but as much as Nuno is not a bad shout, I think the safer bets would still be Benitez, because the danger of a Nuno is you may say, "Oh my gosh, look at how well he's done for Wolves, so therefore he'll do well for Arsenal." That's the Moyes mistake. That's the Moyes mistake. Moyes, look at how well Moyes did it with Everton. Went to a much bigger club in Man United, it did not work out. So, all because you do well for a smaller club doesn't mean that you'll do well for a bigger club. So, Rafa did well for Valencia. Rafa coped well with Liverpool. Rafa actually did pretty well for Inter Milan. Rafa did well for Newcastle. The only place that Rafa wasn't amazing at was Inter Milan. That was it. Every other club he's been, based on the club's players and everything, has been so successful. So, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. From Footsie Wizard. Why don't you rate Lev Yashin? Invented the super keeper, won the Ballon d'Or, and led Russia to the Euros. Also saved 250 penalties. Well, for me, I haven't seen that much footage of him, but I believe that he may have invented it, but I think the person who really made it famous and perfected it was Neuer. I don't believe Lev Yashin had a more iconic game than Neuer's game against Algeria in the 2014 World Cup. I think what Neuer did there really made for me, I felt that was really the birth of the super keeper, and everybody really, and goalkeepers looking at what Neuer did and what he was able to do, and now taking it to the next level. So the thing is that, Lev Yashin did all of that, but why didn't we see a whole bunch of super keepers follow after Lev Yashin? We didn't. When Neuer did what he did in 2014, we saw what Edison did, we saw what Ter Stegen did. Everybody followed in Neuer's footsteps, and he really laid the groundwork, I feel, to this whole super keeper thing now being a necessity for teams. Okay. What do you think of Deulofeu? Would you take him? Um, he's a useful player, but I think you have to be very careful when you're getting a Deulofeu. Very skillful, got a lot of good ability. He has to fit into the right kind of team. You're not going to bet. Deulofeu is not going to come to you and be a world class talent. That's not happening. But you have to surround him in a really good system. If you surround him in a really good system, I think he can be useful for you. Like I think a team like Arsenal, I think he'd be good there. But if he was to move to Man United, it wouldn't work because I think the players around him aren't of the same kind of skill set. So, and I don't think he's got the ability by himself as an individual to change the course of the game or fully affect the team by himself. Mhm. Um, no, I'm not married. I'm not. And I have no intention of getting married, bro. Thank you. Who will win the Champions League? Um, Interesting. If I go, if I was to put a bet now, I would say Liverpool. Um, and I am fighting against this voice in my head that says PSG, and I'm telling that voice that's saying PSG to shut the f up, shut up, because this voice keeps saying PSG, Idrissa Gueye, Neymar will be fit this season. Mbappe keeps getting better. Icardi. And I'm like, shut up. Shut the hell up. I don't even want to hear anything. Screw you. Screw you, screw you, screw you. Prove yourself. And anybody that picks PSG, you're being foolish. And you're falling into the same trap. Ever since the miracle at Camp Nou, I don't think anybody's allowed to ever even mention PSG amongst the favorites. And look, I think Juventus are still yet to really fully convince me because I want to see Juventus under Sarri in a big game. I want to see Dybala show up in a big game. I want to see Higuain show up in a big game. Until these guys show up in a big game, I can't put Juventus as prime favorites. They're definitely strong. They're definitely in there. But I keep saying this. So I say for Juventus, can the supporting cast show up? If the supporting cast show up, Juve are very dangerous. If Dybala has amazing games in his key critical games, and not everything is on Cristiano, it changes everything fully. Because Juventus have the spine, the experience, and the team to win this thing. To win this thing, And I think, and Sarri knows that you are tasked with winning the Champions League. It's not about the flipping serious with winning it. But I think for Liverpool, as long as they don't get any major injuries, you always have to look at this two-legged thing. If Liverpool go into the knockout stages and that second leg is at Anfield, I don't know how you beat them. I just don't know how you beat them. If that second leg is at Anfield, I don't know how you beat them. Now, if the first leg is at Anfield and the second leg is away, that's where teams have a chance. But as long as that second leg is at Anfield, I think the only team that can say what's up to them is PSG. Our PSG. Current top 5 footballers. Currently, El Dio. Still go ride with Messi. Ter Stegen, De Bruyne, and Kante. Oh no, and Hazard. Hazard, easy. So no, take out De Bruyne, put in Hazard. Are you mad? Zad. Shout out to my mod Gallo. Remember mod Diowok Gallo. H, do you think Uncle Moo is the best of all time? Taking everything into account, I believe he's the best manager of all time. Because I believe that he fully encapsulates what being a manager is. Because I think people look at Ferguson. Bro, you were at Man United all this time. You only won 2 Champions Leagues. Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. People that say Ferg is the GOAT, 100% what Fergie did in the Premier League was amazing. You only won 2 CLs, bro. I'm sorry. Another $5 super chat here from Footy Wizard. Footy Wizard, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Footy Wizard, thank you for your support. He says, if Higuain scored that sitter in the 2014 World Cup final, would Messi be a horseman? Difficult. Because let's say Higuain scored that sitter, and wait, but didn't this Higuain score a goal? But it was disallowed. But let's say if Higuain scores that, how good was Messi's World Cup? He was great in the groups. In the knockout stages, he wasn't really that pop enough. But when you look at what Maradona was the best player at the 1986 World Cup, Ronaldo was the best player at the 2002 World Cup. Zidane was one of the key players, probably one of the best players at the 98 World Cup. So, and the clowns who gave Messi the award of the best player 2014 are completely stupid. The best player in 2014 was either Lam or Robin. Robin in 2014 was real. Okay, Robin for me, I think it was between Robin or Lam. You know, unless you don't know football, you wouldn't actually appreciate what Lam did, because Lam's consistency and his performances at that 2014 World Cup was top notch. Okay, Lam, I told you, best right back of all time. Okay, when it says best right back of all time, but Robin was that dude. Robin was carrying Holland. If Robin had taken Holland to that final, man, and Robin had delivered, horseman, straight horseman. Relax. Dybala cannot even match a declining Ronaldo. Relax, bro. Relax. How far can Napoli go? Second round max. I think they'll get beaten in the second round. I don't see them going very, very, very far, you know. And even if, despite all the internal conflicts and everything, I just don't think Insigne, Mertens, and so forth are enough. But as someone has mentioned, I think Liverpool have issues with Napoli. And it's so crazy how these tactical things work. Like, Napoli are vastly inferior to Man City and probably even Barcelona. But I think Liverpool, just the way that maybe they are set up, their personnel and everything, and how Ancelotti instructs them, Liverpool just seems to have issues. Like, Liverpool will brush aside and destroy most teams at Anfield. But for Napoli, there's something about how they set up and everything that it makes them difficult. And maybe that's to do with a little bit with your boy Kalidou. Like, if Napoli lose Kalidou, they're screwed. Yeah, look, I already told you that they shouldn't get Allegri. I said Arsenal should go for Rafa Benitez, but someone made a good shot of Nuno Espirito Santo. Espirito Santo would be interesting. That would be interesting, but still a bit tricky though. Do Real Madrid have a shot? They seem to be flying under the radar and look legit yet again. Real Madrid have a very, 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 very outside chance. I wouldn't put money on them. Even if Zad plays amazing, and they put, like, basically Real Madrid's best chance, they have to have both Zad and Isco in that team. But I still feel that they are missing a true superstar player. I mean, my God, if Zad can just really raise his game, and Zad can be like, you know what, I'm going to take over this, and like, it's all on Zad. If Zad says, I'm going to take over this team, and I'm going to take my football psychologically to the next level, I think he can do amazing things for Real Madrid. I really think he can do amazing things. So it's really down to Zad and how much do you want this? How much do you really want to affect this? So it's down to him and down on that dude, man. Ferguson hardly had money compared to Jose. Yeah, but 2 sales, man. That's it, man. Oh, have you guys heard Maradona to Elche? If Maradona goes to Elche, I'm buying an Elche jersey. I'm buying an Elche jersey, man. Top 5 right backs of all time. So it's a Lam number 1. Could have Dani Alves. Could have Carlos Alberto. I think those are the thing. Those are the ones that really stand out. Those are the ones that really stand out. Colchoneros, boy, I don't have faith in your Atletico, bro. So is Costa trash? So is Costa now trash? From Adash three, man. Thank you for the $2 super chat, bro. Adash three. When should Chukeze leave Villarreal and where to? One more season. He still needs to improve. One more season, and if he does one more season, Bayern would be interesting. Bayern would be interesting, but yeah, but then Gnabry plays on the right. But Bayern would be interesting. Bayern would be interesting. So if not Bayern, I think you know what, Arsenal. I think Arsenal. You know, because Pepe has shown that he's a fraud. So I think if he comes in for Pepe, I think Arsenal could be a good shout. From Pasha, thank you for the £5 super chats, Pasha. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Any thoughts on Thiago Motta's formation of 2-7-2, and will defensive teams get scared in the future? Yeah, man. I actually want to see this in practice. I think doesn't need coach Genoa. Like for me, like I'm always really, really into guys that want to now bring in something new tactically. See, I believe one evolution is the central to defender. I think what you're going to see are more ball playing central defenders and the central defender being part of the midfield. So you're going to see a box to box, much more mobile central defender. So let's say you have like if a four, the central defender will, when the team has the ball, will go up, join into the midfield, and you'll just have like a three. But he'll actually join up in the and be pretty much part of the midfield. So the defender will evolve. 2-7-2 sounds wild. 2-7-2 does sound pretty wild. But you know the thing with these formations is that you see, without 2-7-2, I think that is 2-7-2 in with possession of the ball. And if you're doing that, I think that's interesting because that means that midfield wise, you always have someone to pass to, and you're overwhelming the midfield. So the key things are obviously with that kind of formation, it means that as soon as you lose the ball, you have to quickly go back into your defensive shape. But my thing about it is that you don't want to just congest the midfield too much. I like guys to really because for me, from a manager, I like people to attack centrally. I'm not really about this whole cross methods wing thing. So I don't know how well it's going to evolve or how well it will do. But look, man, I think I applaud Mozart at least putting it out there. So I applaud Mozart putting it out there. And I think he said, with defensive teams, for me, I think look, these things happen in cycles. Like defensive formations were in vogue back in the 90s. And now what we're seeing in the vogue is much more attacking systems. And now the new thing now is the inside forward. But I do believe that probably you probably see a return back to the pragmatic defensive styles perhaps very soon. So these things happen in cycles, man. Who's going to win the Ballon d'Or? I think they're going to give it to me. I mean, so it's already got leaked out and everything. They're going to give it to Messi. They're going to give it to Messi. They're going to give it to Messi. Oh yes, I forgot about Carrefour, man. I forgot about Carrefour. Ashley Cole was a left back. Ashley Cole wasn't right back. Ashley Cole was a left back. Yeah, Costa is done, man. Costa is completely and utterly done. He's finished. Footy Wizard, man. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thoughts on Burna Boy and Fela Kuti? I've not listened to any Burna Boy. I know everybody is talking about him, but I will sit down and will give him a listen. And Fela Kuti, yeah, quality. But I grew up with Shina Peters. I don't know how many Nigerians people know that. I grew up with listening to Shina Peters, like very, very local Nigerian artist, But Fela Kuti, like, see, he crossed over because his music really crossed over and really brought guys in through. And he was also an activist as well, which is always great. Why you guys calling the guy Virgin Command? This is harsh, man. What this guy doing is it's a striker. Yeah, Tammy. No, look, I've been very impressed with Tammy, man. I mean, to be able to so seamlessly make an impact in the Premier League, I think is flipping amazing, you know. And I think what I like about Tammy is he's a good footballer, you know. And maybe that's what you're seeing with a lot of strikers right now is, yeah, we want you to finish and everything, but be good at football. Have good control, be able to turn away with the ball, and be able to be confident when you have possession of the ball. That wasn't the case with strikers before. So I think the much more strikers, you're seeing them to call it. See, Batshuayi isn't that great a footballer. He's a really good finisher. He's not that great a footballer. Giroud, okay, this is what it is with Giroud. But I think in Tammy Abraham, this guy is actually a good quality footballer. So I think that's always a good thing to have, man. Top 5 strikers of all time. You have to have George Weah. So George Weah, Weah, Shearer, Ronaldo, Van Basten, probably get Muller, man. You know, but then you have to look at Batistuta as well. Look, I told you the website is out there. HartfulFootballHut.com. The website is fully functioning. HartfulFootballHut.com. So you can look at all the rankings are all there. Rankings, Brick Academy, up and down, everything are all on the website. HartfulFootballHut.com. I'm also building a new website, the HartfulHut.com, which is just all basically anime, movies, music, rap, everything. So I'm building a new website. It's currently in development currently in development right now. So that is being built, man. Yeah, no, Culture Nurse, look, it is a big game on Sunday. I think for Atletico, see what is holding Atletico back is that they don't have a striker. They don't have a striker. Costa is finished. Morata is a brick. Like Morata, nice dude and everything, but I think Morata is the perfect example where Morata essentially is a brick. Sorry, I just think essentially a brick. So for me, I see that being 1-1 because of Barcelona's poor away record and how good Atletico still are defensively. I say 1-1. I say 1-1. You know, but I just don't see Atletico winning the game outright. No, I don't. But as I say that, look at how much Barcelona struggled to beat Ghana is away from home. I mean, Barca away from home have been trash. And Valverde, bro, get the hell out of here, bro. So from Silver Spring, $2 super chat from your boy Silver Spring, man. He said Hazard says that he's happy. Said he'd be happy if Mane won the Ballon d'Or. So what does he mean by that, though? If LD doesn't have a chance of winning the Ballon d'Or, I think look, it's going to be Messi. But if he did win the Ballon d'Or, because for me, I think it's unfortunate because maybe it's justified, but I think it's unfortunate that an African has not won a Ballon d'Or since 1995. That's crazy. That's crazy. And there was a year that Eto'o deserved it. Eto'o does not get enough love. There was a year that Eto'o deserved to win a flipping Ballon d'Or, and I think that he got I think he got disrespected. He got disrespected. But I think look, I mean, the African player closest to winning a Ballon d'Or is LDO, and I just don't think it's this year. But if Liverpool win the Premier League and they win the Champions League, they have to give it to him. But then, do you know what the difficulty is? Even if Liverpool win the Champions League and they win the Premier League, what happens next summer? It's the Euros. You know, it's the Euros. And if some player really balls hard in the Euros, I think that's going to have extra weighting with regards to who wins. You know, so that's for us. Senegal had to have won that flipping Nations Cup, man. Lucien Favre is the guy. The guy's a clown, man. The guy's a clown. Yo, Gallo, thank you, bro. Gallo, yeah, man. Look, this is my mods, man. So Gallo has clicked the link to the official website, man. Gallo, thank you, baby. Is Marcelo the greatest left back of all time? No. The greatest left back of all time is Ashley Cole. I know it sounds crazy. Ashley Cole is the greatest left back of all time. Marcelo is the greatest attacking fullback of all time. Key thing, that's the key word there. He is the greatest offensive at wing back of all time. Yes, he's better than Dani Alves. The things that Marcelo can do with the ball are absolutely insane, man. Great questions, guys, man. This is interesting questions, man. Who is your current top 5 strikers in the world? I think right now Lewandowski is top. Next is Benzema. Probably the way he's been playing, you might have to squeeze in the Cannibal Suarez. Maybe Aubameyang and then Aguero. Actually, no. Aubameyang and then Kane. Aubameyang and then Kane. Or maybe Kane Aubameyang. Guys, are you really going to tell me that? See, this is where take away the media hype, take away the all the glitz and glamour, and put on your football brain, put on your footballing brain. Are you telling me Roberto Carlos is a better left back than Ashley Cole? Why? Because he's Brazilian? Because he scored that amazing free kick? Because he's won the World Cup? Based on defensive work, tackling, and your contribution offensively, how is Roberto Carlos better than Ashley Cole? Ashley Cole is better than Roberto Carlos. Now, I love Roberto Carlos, and Roberto Carlos has done some iconic things and played for iconic teams. But if we're just comparing Roberto Carlos to Ashley Cole, I'm going to do a football battle on this. I might. I'll put it on a football battle. Comparing both of them, it's flipping Ashley Cole, hands down. Easily. Super chat there from Pasha. All-time best player from post-Soviet republics. So post-Soviet republics. Let me think. So we're looking at Lithuania. We're looking at Russia. We're looking at. That's a good question. So Russia, Serbia. Was Romania a post-republic? If you can bring in Romania, Hagi was pretty damn good. So if Romania is a post-Soviet republic, Hagi was pretty damn good. If you could just give me the countries, that will help. Give me the countries that are post-Soviet republics. Martin Rosario, what up, baby? So Martin Rosario, super chat. So Martin says, what's unfortunate is these higher-ups are trying to force a continuous false narrative about Laesi being goats. It's really sad at this point, HH. You see, I just think for people just need to have clarity. That's all I want, clarity. If you tell me Messi is the greatest club football player of all time, hands up, he is. The records, the accolades, what he's done for Barcelona, yes. If you're just saying he's the GOAT, full stop, then I'm looking at what he's done club-wise and what he has done internationally. What has Messi done internationally of note? You've not won a Copa America. You've not won a World Cup. You've not scored in a World Cup, no knockout game. You've not had any iconic moments for Argentina in a Copa America or in a World Cup. So you can't be the GOAT. That doesn't make any sense. Like, Ronaldo had iconic moments for Barcelona, for Real Madrid, for Inter Milan, and my God, 2002 World Cup, 98 World Cup. So if you call yourself the GOAT, I need to see what you've done through all aspects and facets of the game. And what I always say to people is, I just need an explanation. You say he's the GOAT. Why has he never scored a goal in a single World Cup knockouts game? This is supposed to be one of the great players out there. And why has he never had you cannot name me a single iconic moment Messi has had for Argentina, either in the Copa America or the World Cup. Just name me one iconic moment. And my iconic moment, it has to be a moment where he was really needed in a tough game. Fabio Grosso has more iconic moments for his country than Messi. Okay, Fabio flipping Grosso. We really know about what Ronaldo did in 02, what Maradona did in 86, what Zidane did in 2006 and in 2000, what Beckenbauer did in the 70s. You know, so look, bro, it is what it is, bro. Yes, Chiro Immobile is looking good, man. Chiro Immobile is looking good. I think, yeah, we can't sleep on the dude. Chiro Immobile is looking good. I think he's definitely, I think he may be. So actually, no, so basically, so we say Lewandowski, we say Benzema, maybe maybe Cannibal, Kane, and Chiro Immobile. How about that? How about that? I think that's fair. Ashoko does not have a World Cup, hence Carlos is better. You always make an argument for the World Cup. I didn't say who is greater or who is more iconic. It's who is the better left back. Those are two different things. Who is the better left back? Okay, so that has nothing to do with trophies. This is about player versus player. Like when I do football battles, do I use trophies as weighting? No, I look at attributes. So when about who is better is I look at what attributes each player has, and then I'll compare them. That's how I do it, man. Oh, so if you okay, there we go. So if Ukraine are post-Soviets, I'm going with Shevchenko for sure. Shevchenko. Yeah, so I'm going with Shevchenko. You see, for me, I always viewed Maldini as a centre back, but even if you put Maldini as a left back, I'm still saying Ashley Cole over Maldini. 100%. Ashley Cole over Maldini for sure. Um, oh my God. You see, that's the quintessential losers mentality. Messi, 3 finals in 3 years. Amazing. What happened in those three finals? How many trophies did he win in those 3 finals? So because he got to 3 finals, he's the GOAT. You see, that is a loser's mentality. That's a chump's mentality. Auto World Cup is Ronaldo's automatic. It is, man. Um, oh, Icardi. Um, yeah, man. That's tough, but I still say I still put Icardi six. He'll be doing well. I still say put. I don't think Icardi breaks into that top five. Look, Lukaku is not tier one, but relax. Lukaku is not tier one, but he's been doing well. Um, does VVD have time to become an all-time great? Oh yeah, no, he has time. Because how old is he now? I think he's in his 20s now and 30s. I don't think he'll be an all-time great. I just don't think so. But never say never. Um, he can still win more trophies with Liverpool. He can still create a legacy with Liverpool. And what does he do with Holland? Key thing is how does he affect that Netherlands team? Because he's the captain of that Netherlands team. He's their leader. So how he affects that Netherlands team, I think, is going to be very key to really knowing how iconic he can be, man. Martin Tyler or Drury for sure. Martin Tyler is iconic. Um, bro, Lautaro Martinez has been good. Let's keep it real. Lautaro Martinez has been flipping down. I think we have to stop sleeping on this dude. We have to stop sleeping on this dude. I think Lautaro Martinez has been flipping amazing, man. Lautaro Martinez has been flipping amazing, man. Um, yeah, guys, watch out for spam. Don't spam, man. Mods, man, watch out for spam. You can't keep on flooding the chats with the same thing, man. Um, three most underrated and overrated for ballers, man. Underrated. I still say Brands is underrated. Um, I still, I'll probably throw in Isco. I'll throw in Isco, and I'll say William Carcavalli. Overrated. Harry Kane, Cristiano, and Kai Havertz. Those three. I also throw in Jao Felix as well, man. Top 5 dribblers of all time. Ronaldo. So Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. You got to throw in Messi, Okocha, and probably Carincha. Probably Carincha. So those are the 5. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm very unfortunate what happened to those London Bridge victims, man. Unfortunate, man. Crazy, crazy cycles in this world, man. Crazy cycles. Crazy cycles. Yes, Cristiano. I said Cristiano. Yes, bro. Pasha, super chat from Pasha. £2 super chat. Thank you, Pasha. Thank you very much for your contribution to the Half-Full Football Hut. So Pasha says, who influenced Barcelona more, Cruyff or Messi? Cruyff. Cruyff. Without even saying, because now people may argue that Messi is reliant on his system. I would still say no. Messi is still amazing wherever he is because of his amazing talent. But Messi is a beneficiary of the groundwork that Cruyff laid. And La Masia, their football ethos was built upon what Cruyff made. And I think that, when people say, why can't Messi sort of be good for Argentina? It's because whenever he goes to Argentina, he's still thinking of the very intricate pass system that he has when he's at Barcelona. So that's Barcelona way of playing. That system that Messi is so good at and is so reliant upon was created by Cruyff. So Cruyff is definitely the most influential figure for Barcelona. Remember, guys, hit up those likes, man. Hit those likes. We've got about 70 dudes in here. Hit those likes, babies. Hit those likes. Hit those likes. And thank you very much for the contributions, man. Thank you for those super chats. Remember, the super chats and those donations help to keep your boy HH up on the road, man. Actually, and you know what I'm even thinking? So do you guys prefer this Q&A as opposed to just a regular ass live show? Because I'm thinking that maybe that whenever I go live, is just do this back and forth rather than just doing a live show where I sort of do the questions that I do and answers out afterwards. What's the potential for this current Nigerian squad? I think the potential is great. I think the squad has some superb flipping potential. I think they can do some amazing things under right guidance. I am super excited about Victor Osimhen. Super excited. I think that guy looks quality. I think it can be useful. I'm super excited about Chukwueze. I think some Moses can do stuff. But as I said again, we've not had a striker this talented since probably back in the days of Amokachi. Like Agahoa could have been something, but I just think that man, it's a great young squad. And how sad is it that Kelechi Iheanacho should have been part of this team, but he became a brick. The dude became a freaking brick. So they have great potential because there are some really quality players here. Super chat here. What are there more of, Laesi or Christina fanboys? Christina fanboys for sure, for sure. But both groups are scared as each other, James. But Jimmy Boy, what I'll say is this: is that those fanboys, you need to do something better with your life. That's what I'm saying. I don't mean to be rude, but I feel they need to do something better and much more fruitful with their life. Dedicating your entire life to idolizing dudes that don't give a crap about you I think it's quite sad. That's just me. I just think it's quite sad if you're spending your entire life idolizing dudes that don't give a crap about you. I think that's just really sad, man. Um, oh my god. Who are currently the best defensive back four? Um, Currently right now, that Inter back four looks very strong. That Inter back four looks very strong. No Barcelona. Probably Inter Milan. Yeah, probably Inter Milan. As I said, that's probably the most resolute back four that you have for sure. Yeah. Um, no, Pick really was very good, but how good was Pick Ribéry for France? So we see when I did my all France 11, and I didn't have Ribéry in there. It was no disrespect to what he's done and what he's achieved, but can you name me an iconic Ribéry performance for France in a major tournament? You can't. 2006, okay, he was too young. Let's show what France did in 2008. 2010 was the mutiny, led by Ribéry and Evra, and those guys didn't even get out of the groups. So, but for Bayern Munich, they're one of the best wingers of his generation, man, for sure. Edzo, Drogba, or Villa? Edzo. Edzo. I think, you see, Drogba, if you have a final, a winner takes all, I'm taking Drogba. For a season, I'm taking Edzo. But I think, like, no slouch on David Villa, but listen, this is them all at their peak. Edzo at his peak was nasty. Villa was quality, amazing player. And I think, see, Villa is definitely a player that was underrated. Peak Edzo was nasty. Nasty player. If Peak Edzo played for Nigeria, we'd have a World Cup. If Peak Edzo played for Chelsea, CL galore. CL galore. CL galore. Who do you think should do the most business in January? Who do I think should? Who do I think should do the most business in January? Even if I don't want them to, yes. You know what? Tottenham. Tottenham. Because of where they are, them trying to salvage top four, and a new manager coming in, I think Tottenham are the ones that have to do the most business. So I'll say Tottenham. All Dortmund needs the only business Dortmund needs to do is to throw Lucien Favre in the trash bin. That's the only business that they need to do. But I think, yeah, for Tottenham, I think they need to do the most business in general, because I think, this isn't Mourinho's team. It's not Mourinho's team. I think Mourinho will know that I need a few players. I think he definitely needs a strong midfielder, and not Matic. Please no. If Mourinho gets Matic or Ibrahimovic, then I know that this guy is a clown. So neither of those dudes, man. No. Umtiti or Varane for France? Umtiti. Varane is a good decent defender. If it's between Umtiti and Varane, I'm taking Umtiti. I think Umtiti is overall the better defender. I think Varane is very good on the ball. I think Varane is a lot more mobile, and I think his speed definitely helps him. Umtiti is that dude. Umtiti is that dude, bro. I already answered that thing about who would win the Champions League, bro. I already did, bro. Bro, man. Do you think Neymar can be the best in the world one day? Nope. Nope. Too many distractions, lack of focus, and I believe that his injuries have hampered him, because these are the twilights of his career right now, and I do believe that this it's now Mbappe's time. I think this is Mbappe's time. I think this is Mbappe's moment, and you know what? I mean, let's have the discussion. Should Neymar have left Barcelona? Because there are arguments on both sides. No, you shouldn't have left Barcelona. Look at where things have ended up right now. Whereas if you had stayed at Barcelona, you would have gotten more Champions Leagues. Neymar stays at Barcelona. They beat Liverpool, and they trash Tottenham in the final. They get another Champions League, 100%. Who knows? Maybe they do something in 2017. Sorry. 2018. Maybe they do something in 2018. Maybe if Neymar plays, they don't lose to Roma. And so maybe if Neymar plays, they don't lose to Roma. They probably beat Liverpool in the semi, and we have our El Clasico final. It's crazy that we've never ever had an El Clasico Champions League final. That is crazy. Pasha, thank you for the super chats. Guys, thank you for the donations, man. Guys, look, all the guys, man, throw in those donations, man. Throw in, support your boy, man. Support your boy. Throw in your other donations, man. Come on, man. Let me see that check, man. Cut the check. Cut the check. Cut the check. Pay your boy, man. Pay your boy. This is top tier one analysis. I'm giving you top tier one analysis on a Friday night. Pasha, most underrated Barcelona player. It might be Vidal. Might be Arturo Vidal. Every time he comes on, he plays well. He stabilizes the team. He stabilizes the midfield, and sometimes he even comes in and scores. I think even I was reading an article where Vidal was saying he feels like slightly underappreciated. I think Vidal has been, you can insult Ernesto all you want and everything. That's definitely been one of Ernie's best purchases, was getting Vidal. So I think Vidal is a very useful player to have. And the funny thing with Vidal is that he has literally been team hopping because he wants to win the Champions League. So you thought, oh my gosh, Barcelona and Messi, surely I'm guaranteed a Champions League. Nah, bro, nah. Would Klopp win a Champions League with this Dortmund team? No. With this team, no. The attack isn't strong enough. I mean, it's a good team. I think he could do well. He'd play better football, but he can't win a Champions League with this team. No. The defensive personnel are trash, and the players are still very young and very raw. And they're not really great attacking players. Like I said again, if his Dortmund team had kept intact, they'd have won a Champions League, because Lewandowski would have kept on improving, Götze would have kept on improving. All these other guys would have kept on improving with Roos coming in. They would have eventually done something for sure. Should Sané stay or go? He should leave immediately, with immediate effect. Sané should leave with immediate effect, because a player that's good should not be on the bench. And if Sané respects and appreciates his skill level, he should definitely leave, man. I can't beat you. You can't beat me. I don't mean you can't beat me. You look like Morpheus. Well, thank you. I don't have my phone with me, but Morpheus is might actually be one of my favorite characters of all time. Because the Matrix 1 and the Matrix 2 are two of my favorite films of all time, two of my most influential films of all time. I watched Reloaded six and a half times in the cinema, so I know that film fully well, back to back, and Morpheus is huge for me, man. Like, look, basically, when I used to act, I still say I act, but when I used to act, I always used to this is what I always used to, because you know whenever you do an audition, you know you have to just do an audition from like a film or whatever, and I always did my monologue was always from Matrix One, Morpheus. So yeah, how we had to go. It's like this: when the Matrix when the Matrix was first built, there was a man born inside. He had the power to change things, reshape the Matrix as he saw fit. It was he who, for the first of us, taught us the truth. As long as the Matrix exists, the human race will never be free. When he died, the Oracle prophesied his return, said his coming would signal the end of the Matrix, bring freedom back to our people. That is why there are some of those who have dedicated our entire lives searching for this man. I did what I did because I believe that search is over. Go to sleep. You'll need it. For what? Your training. Morpheus, man. Lawrence Fishburne, man. He's that dude, man. Tier 1. Chief. Chief. You know? I know jiu-jitsu. Show me. Quality, man. No, man, no. Matrix is an iconic film, man. Martial FC 299 super chat. Thank you, bro. What's your view on Power Book 2 Ghost? I'm excited. I'm not. I wouldn't say excited. I'm intrigued. Let's see what they come up with. Because to be able to compete with the amazing of Power will be huge. And my thing about this is this a prequel? So if it's a prequel, it's great because I think you're not going to get anybody better than Omari Hardwick to play Ghost, and Ghost is an icon of man. I mean, I love Ghost. He's such an amazing character. So yeah, so I'm intrigued to see what they do on the background, man. Yes, I have been to when my they've moved now, but when my aunts and my cousins lived in Taunton, yeah, I went to Taunton. So I went to Taunton twice. Yeah, so I went to Taunton twice. Very very quiet place. But yeah, when my aunts and my cousins, and my uncle lived in Taunton, we went to Taunton to visit them twice. Bro, man, if Ruiz beats Joshua, bro, oh, that would be messed up, man. That would be messed up, man. Can Mourinho win this CL with Tottenham by chance? No. Get those thoughts out of your head. People just be like, he's not a miracle worker. He is the GOAT. He is that dude. We all love Uncle Mo and everything. He's not a miracle worker. Uncle Mo is not, I repeat, Uncle Mo is not winning a flipping CL with with Tottenham this season. He's not winning a trophy with Tottenham. Everything. So Tottenham are not even in the conversation. Okay, let's put them at. They're not in the conversation of winning the Champions League. So no, they're not in there. And all because they reached the final last year through incredibly dramatic means doesn't mean that they're going to say what's up to this season. So no, sorry. So look, but I think I'm going to be riding off soon, man. This has been great, man. So let me see again. So do you prefer these back and forth Q&As for the live, or do you want it to be mixed up with a bit of a live show and then taking questions afterwards, or do you prefer this format for the live show? Let's see what you guys say. Thank you, man. I'm kind of messed up, man. Issues on the night shift. Q&A. Mix it up. Okay. So Q&A. So I'm saying Q&A, mix it up, Q&A. Well, mix it up, Q&A. Nazario9, great username, man. That's a great username. Yeah, no. I was gonna do it earlier, just that I had to do other stuff because I was recording with machine because me and my machine did another podcast app for my movie podcast series. So we did that. Um and yes, so we had to film that and also had to just film some other stuff. So that's one. Also, I had to do some other stuff earlier. But yeah, I will basically on Friday. I'll try and do it from like 10 p.m. I'll try and do it from 10 p.m. and then flow through, man. Um, the greatest inside forward of all time is Robin, and there's no argument there. Like, like it's not even up for debate. The greatest inside forward of all time is Arjen Robin. So I don't know what I'm talking about. So Arjen Robin, and Robin is African dude. Starting by 19 patrons, man. Thank you, bro. Because I keep saying to you guys, like, I'm pretty much at a stage where I am doing this full time, you know. So, um, that's my thing. And it's been a long road, man, since 2010, man. But I'm hopefully, you know, at a stage where I'm just gonna just take in the plunge where I'm gonna fully dedicate myself to being a content provider. So that's why you've got the football hot and I've got the half up sort. So both football content and entertainment content. So where this is literally is my life, is providing this content day to day to day and just managing two websites. So that's what I'm getting back onto that anime thing. Yeah. So that's that's my thing, man. That's my thing, man. But yeah, man, it's about time to take that dip into the content world, man. The independence world, as they say. Oh yeah, no, no, talking. No, no, don't worry, it's coming, man. It's coming. Oh, speaking of fan packs, so Terry has been sending me pictures of the new studio that he's building because he wants to bring back something of the fan pack elements. So he's been sending me some questions and everything. So sending me some pictures. And guys, we're trying to bring it back, man. We're trying to bring it back because I keep saying again, like the company had their views and everything. We were onto something huge, and this is what I said because I had a conversation with someone, and there are people. Like, a conversation I had with someone said that there is no money in sports. I was like, what? I said, no, 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 no. There's no money in sports or because everyone. And I said to people like, we are. This is the new world now. And I had a conversation with like a colleague of mine in the office, and I said like, young people aren't watching BBC or ITV. They're not. Young people are not watching television. Young people are watching YouTube. They're on Instagram. They're on Twitter. Young people are on their phones. And I think for younger people, they can't connect with some old dude in his 40s in a suit in a studio. They can connect with a guy dressed like them, looks like them, who talks like them. That's the key thing. So the way that media is changing is going to be key, and that's why FanPack could have been huge, but the company just didn't see it that way, and because the company were so obsessed with making money and not actually trying to make a quality show that would have led to money being made. But the content of a talk show with personalities, not ex-football players or analysts or writers and everything, personalities who know about football. The entertainment is huge because at the end of the day, it's a balance between being informative and being entertaining. So what you see on BBC, ITV, or BT Sport, yeah, it's informative, boring. Stuff is boring, baby. But what we influencers, guys like us on this YouTube are doing is that we are informing you, but we're also entertaining you. And my thing about it, ever since I was young, is like, yeah, like I want to teach people and everything. I want to make people laugh. I want to entertain people. I want to put a smile on people's face. I want to just hence why I come up with the suits. I come up with those whole things, and I even sometimes make myself laugh because I want to say, yeah, if you can be informed and laugh at the same time, I think that's flipping great, man. I think that's flipping great. Um, yeah, man. And it's I've only seen the first season of The Walking Dead. Is Fear the Walking Dead any good, man? I don't know whether that's any good. Yeah, no, 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 no. Terry, yeah, Terry is he's definitely a character, man. He's he's definitely a character, bro. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah. As I said, look, man. I said again, look. I mean, daily, man. We're gonna be riding that stuff daily, and also that's what I keep on saying to people like, yeah, check out the Half of Thoughts. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs on the Half of Thoughts, man. So if you haven't already, man, sub to my other YouTube channel. That YouTube channel is for entertainment. That is my entertainment content channel. I'm even going to post up like a new video about this Superman Michael B. Jordan thing. Man. Okay, guys, look, man, I'm out. I need to rest. I need to relax. I'm probably going to watch some Mob Psycho now. I'm going to try and finish off this Mob Psycho. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe. Remember to like the vid. So remember, Saturday, 11 p.m. GMT is the open hangout. Get onto Twitter. I will tweet out the link, and anybody is invited. Just have a good mic. Anybody's invited. Click the link, and we'll see you in the open hangout, where we will review Saturday's games and preview Atletico Barcelona. And Sunday, 11 p.m. GMT. That's for the regulars and for your boys. And that's where we'll be reviewing the weekend's games and, of course, Atletico Barcelona. Guys, thank you for your support. Your support is greatly obliged. I thank you for your support. You guys are amazing. God bless you guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Peace.